fuck, I had to start over because I said a bad word that the British they still use all the time, but it might be considered like a hateful term here. So I'm like, fuck, goddamn. How is it the British can still say it, but I can't fucking say it? Fucking British people. So yeah, today I'm reviewing the new 52, the DC Compact version, which apparently is only 6 issues. Bullshit, this is 6 issues. It's like gone really slow at fucking reading comic books, because like this took me like 2 weeks to read. Then again, I was only reading it at work, and I only have 15-minute breaks. But still, dude, I read it for at least 2 hours at home, dude, to finish it off, and it took me like 2 hours just to read this much, dude. Fuck. Which this is a DC Compact Edition of the New Frontier, DC the New Frontier, which is $13.50 Canadian, 10 US. Holy shit! Which this would be like 20 to 30 bucks if you were to grab an old graphic novel version. So it's written and drawn by Darwyn Cooke, who has like 1950s style comic book art. You know, fuck my coworker there. Yeah. So, well, there's also an animated film of this. So if you don't want to read the graphic novel, check out the animated film. But like this version is a lot more political than the animated film. I guess there was political shit in the animated film, but I don't remember it being as political, dude. So the story for the New Frontier is that basically it takes place in a span over 2 decades, where it's like starts off right at the tail end of World War II, where you get introduced to the Losers and the Rick Flag Sr. from the Suicide Squad. This is before they were like a super villain team. This was back when they were like, mostly like a military outfit, right? And you see a lot of the the non-costume style superhero teams in the book, like Challengers of the Unknown, Losers, the Suicide Squad, I said Challengers of the Unknown, and some other teams. I forget what they were called. Yeah, there was like the Sea Devils was one, I think they were called. They had like red jumper outfits too, which I think can I show you? I don't know. Adam Strange is also in this, and King Faraday is also in the book as well. Like, there's so many old school, like, Silver Age and Golden Age characters, like, I even recognize them, dude. And look at, like, how, like, Captain Cold looks like in this book, dude. He looks like fucking 1960s Mr. Freeze. It's like, holy shit. Like a 1960s version of Mr. Freeze. So the book, yeah, it takes place from the 1930s to 1950s, where it has like 2 plot lines. Plot line 1 is that you have like this like political left to right kind of thing going on, where you have like the government, for people who don't know, like the JSA was disbanded, right? Because they were told to dox themselves and become government agents. Well, they refused. And so you had this like almost like Civil War hero registration thing going on with DC superheroes, and like you had like a lot of people like did not want to do it, like Batman, Hourman, and like there's the new Flash, bunch of new heroes who like Green Arrow's one, who didn't want to registrate, so they get labeled as commies and subversives, right? And you have this left and right thing where like the non-superhero, superpowered superhero teams are like are being propped up by the government because they're pro-American, pro-right-wing, all that shit, right? So you have this left or right kind of thing, which is like, they even portray like Hal Jordan's also one of the main characters of the book, and they portray like Hal Jordan as kind of a libtard dude, and I'm like, fuck you. That's one of the most hated things I hate about the book, is like, for people that don't know, Hal Jordan is one of my favorite superheroes, and even like fucking Grant Morrison, who's left wing as fuck, when he wrote his fucking Green Lantern run, wrote him as a fucking right winger dude, as a conservative type. So that's like one of the things I hate about the book, because like, it's like they portrayed him as like this, like that he was like this. When he got drafted in Korea, he refused to shoot down enemy planes, only for at the tail end of the war he had his plane crash, and he had to shoot and kill a North Korean soldier. And then at the end of the book, they're like, "Oh, it's not like I don't have a problem killing people. It's just like I didn't believe in killing people back then." So it's like, oh, so they tried to like, which was stupid, because they portray like, oh, he was against killing people, but then he would like, they would say he would use his plane as bait so he can lure the enemy planes into shooting positions for his other teammates to take them down, dude. So like, you're still killing people, you're just killing people indirectly. So that was like, I thought that shit was fucking dumb. But yeah, like, what ends up happening is you have this left or right kind of thing, only for like, there's a big threat coming that Batman's investigating, Martian Manhunter's investigating, I was confused as fuck. Crash lands on Earth or whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know. This gets discovered by this old scientist, and like, he has to he blends in and watches like old like pulp noir fucking films or whatever the fuck, and becomes a Gotham cop, right? Which I kind of like Martian Manhunter, dude, in this book. It made me like definitely want to read Martian Manhunter comics, even though they will probably fucking suck, dude. Ugh. Yeah, sorry I'm not showing the art. You should know what Darwyn Cooke's art style looks like, dude. Like, fuck off. Look it up for yourself. It's like, I do vlogs, dude. Fucking hell. So the book, politics aside, the book is good, and it has this like positive message at the end with Superman, because like there's like a fucking, before the final battle, behind where they have to, all of our characters have to join in to team up to fight like a gigantic eldritch abomination. Superman has to give this speech, only for Superman to be knocked the fuck out. So like, all the non-powered like superheroes, except for Flash, have to come up with this plan with the egghead scientists. Which, there's a team in here that looks like a purple fucking Fantastic Four, dude. I was like, what the fuck is this? Is Fantastic Four a ripoff of these guys? Holy fuck, dude. Kind of like how Doom Patrol, X-Men was a ripoff of Doom Patrol, like, originally, dude. That would be fucking funny, dude. I should read Challengers of the Unknown. That would be cool. But yeah. But yeah, it was the thing where, like, the book felt like, oh yeah, like, it's kind of like paying homage to old Silver Age shit, but at the same time trash talking the fuck out like the 1950s political scene or whatever the fuck. Which obviously they didn't, people like, they went down on lefties too hard. Obviously they didn't fucking go down on lefties hard enough, or we wouldn't be dealing with all the leftist subversion bullshit that we're dealing with now, dude. Holy fuck. Which I'll be talking about more about that shit when I talk about my top 10 worst films of fucking 2025, because there's like a very fucking lefty fucking film that's on my list. I'm gonna trash the fuck out of, dude. Which I already did a review for that movie, which I deleted for obvious reasons. But yeah, I'll talk about it again on my top 10 worst films. Oh my fuck, yeah. So yeah, the book is mostly good, but my problem with the fucking book is that even though it tries to play centrist, you can see that it's leaning more left, dude. And that it's like, yeah, dude. And they made like all your favorite superheroes that you would know lefty, and like more like the unknown characters you wouldn't fucking know right wing, dude. Even Batman, like, is barely. Oh, by the way, Batman's barely in the book, dude. Yeah. Though he has some cool scenes, especially there's like a very cool scene, scenes with him with Martian Manhunter. Yeah, where he threatens to kill Martian Manhunter with a box of matches or some shit. That was fucking cool, dude. Oh my god. But yeah, the book is good. It's worth reading, but it's a thing where it's like, yeah, it's very. It tries to be like a centrist, like even fucking Watchmen, dude. Watchmen, even though Watchmen's one of those books where, yeah, it was super lefty, but at the same time they portrayed the one crazy right winger dude as like the best character of the fucking book. Even though he wasn't supposed to. I think he's supposed to be, dude, because like he heroically sacrifices. He I don't know. I wouldn't say he heroically sacrifices himself, but like he has his epic fucking cool death, and then like he dies for his convictions, and almost wins at the end by delivering like the fucking manuscript of his journals, like compiling everything that happened up until that point, dude. Fuck, man. Did I ever post my Watchmen review? I think I did. Which I should read it again, dude. A coworker of mine is reading it again, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I want to watch it again. Oh, but I think is the movie or the comic better? I can't decide, dude. Which I know people are like, how can the fucking movie be better than the comic? It's like, because I don't know, Rorschach feels more real in the fucking movie, dude. And the one dude who played him did a great job. But yeah, I gotta go, guys. Peace out.